بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. تقول فتاة: كلما أنظر إلى فتاة متبرجة ومبالغة في التبرج أتذكر قول الله سبحانه وتعالى: وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون، فأزداد تحفظا وحياء خوفا من أن تسأل أمي أو أبي. I want you to reflect on two things: the positiveness of this girl and the meaning of وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون. It's an ayah in Surah Al-Saffat. وقفوهم إنهم مسؤولون, stop them because they're going to be questioned. Stop who? In particular here, those who are in charge. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to stop your mom and dad to question them about you. And going to stop you and your wife to question you about your children. So everyone is going to be questioned, especially those in charge. This girl is saying, whenever I walk in the street and I see a girl not wearing the hijab, in particular she's talking about someone who's wearing the hijab but not the proper hijab, and she is exceedingly breaking the rule of the proper hijab. She said, I check myself and make sure that I am better dressed, in fact more good than what I am, because I remember the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, وَقِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ. I do that so my mom and my dad will not be questioned and stopped by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at least. She's wearing the hijab, she's going to be questioned too, there's no doubt. But her true love to mom and dad led her to wear the proper hijab more because she wants to protect her mom and dad. We all claim love, as we say about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We love Him, yet we don't read His book or reflect on His book or apply His book. We love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, yet we don't understand the Sunnah or we don't even follow the Sunnah. We love our parents, but when it comes for them to ask us for a simple thing, either we don't do it, and we don't make the simplest thing for them, which is dua. Imagine when we exaggerate in the sins, something that they fail or they fell short of commanding us. How many of us really watch over his wife and his daughter and make sure that they are properly dressed and advises them or prohibits them? And of course you do that at young age. You don't do it when they turn 18 or 19 and now you become a real sheikh and now you want to impose all the rules of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala which they haven't heard of before. Imagine when it comes to hijab, everything or just about many of the things that we are prohibited in this life, we are allowed to have it in Jannah, except nudity and all of those things similar to it. In fact, in Jannah, more protection and more clothes are a source of ni'mah. Yani you are to be blessed in Jannah by dressing. Imagine the first one to be dressed is who? Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam. And this is an honor and a dignity for him. Look how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said Prophet Adam alayhi salam and his wife Hawa alayhi salam, إِنَّ لَكَ أَلَّا تَجُوعَ فِيهَا وَلَا تَعْرَى. The blessing in the Jannah that you will never be hungry there or not clothed. So a perfect na'im comes with perfect hijab and perfect dress, and that is the ni'mah that we have. Nowadays, we challenge and we chase and we compete to remove the ni'mah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blesses with. Ya bani Adam, قَدْ أَنزَلْنَا عَلَيْكُمْ لِبَاسًا يُوَارِي سَوْآتِكُمْ وَرِيشًا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, children of Adam, I have blessed you by providing clothes for you. Blessed you by providing clothes for you, and we are taking the clothes and exaggerating in doing that. Men and women, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees it. Not only ni'mah here, but it's going to be a perfect ni'mah in Jannah, and we are doing otherwise. So reflect on the ayat, understand the ayat. Don't just go وَقِفُوهُمْ إِنَّهُمْ مَسْئُولُونَ as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking about someone else, not you. When someone wants to correct the world, start by yourself, correct yourself, and then do it. You see people attacking left and right viciously about certain things, and they have an obvious defect in themselves. And someone attacking people on certain things, and that person, his wife or his daughter is not wearing hijab. And he's talking about something very little and making it look like an epidemic. And you are giving up a major command in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Or someone doesn't pray, and then he starts telling you about people that they lie or they cheat or they have this and that, and he disconnected himself with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How ironical, how hypocritical we are. It is obvious, because when a person is ignorant and doesn't know he or she is ignorant, they're going to exaggerate everything and behave in a way that makes them, subhanallah, وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَعْمَالَهُمْ فَصَدَّهُمْ عَنِ السَّبِيلِ فَهُمْ لَا يَهْتَدُونَ. Shaitan beautifies to you that you're doing good and you are actually doing evil. Some people, it is better to be quiet than to speak, because they don't have the proper etiquettes of advice. They don't have the patience to advise. They don't show love and concern to the person they are advising. And they have too many defects in themselves to need to correct at least before. And people know that. You see, if I have defect and you don't know about it and I come and advise you, it's acceptable. But when I have an obvious defect and I'm coming to advise you, yes, you should accept it if it's the truth. But how can people really accept it from you when you are missing out in too many things? Let's understand the Quran properly. Let's call to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala properly. And let's care for the hijab for men and women. Men, they need hijab too, as we mentioned before. The way your pants are worn, how tight they are. Your shorts, are they from navel to the knee? Your shirt, when you bend, does it show your back and violate your salah or not? All of those things that we have to pay attention to it when we come to the salah. And how beautiful are you when you stand in salah before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Are you more beautiful than when you stand for your boss? Or when you go apply for a job? مَا لَكُمْ لَا تَرْجُونَ لِلَّهِ وَقَارًا. Where is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our minds and in our life? That's something we need to reflect on. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us to what pleases Him. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum.